Hello, my name is Luisa Suarez and I'm going to present the unit planning I have done for the subject Specialized English Language. The unit it is thought to be taught in the subject Fall, Working Formation and Orientation, and the name of the unit is Looking for a Job. The purpose of the unit is to give the students some tools that they will use once they finish their studies and want to get a job. It will cover all the process, from the analysis of their own interests and skills to the moment of the job interview. Which are the assessment criteria that I will take into account? Well, I have divided them into content aspects and language aspects. Regarding the content aspects, the students will have to show ability to select job opportunities. They will have to use Europass correctly. They will have to write an appropriate CV, and they will have to know how to face a job interview successfully. Regarding the language aspects, I want my students to have a language mostly fluent, to show a good understanding of English texts, and to use correctly the topic vocabulary of the unit. To achieve all this in my students, I have designed 6 activities. I will explain the 4 first activities shortly, and I will explain more in detail the final 2 activities. Well, the first activity is called Analyzing My Skills and Career Interests, and this activity will be held in the computers room and will use some tests, applications and web pages in order to the students to know their own abilities. The second activity is called Job Hunting on the Internet, and it is also it will also be held in the computers room and using different web pages that I will tell the students. They will try to get a job on the internet, and they will know how to fill all the information requested and everything related to job hunting on the internet. The third activity is called I Write My CV, and I will explain the principal points that they will have to cover when writing a CV, and then they will have to do it by themselves. Then we have the final 2 activities. The first one is called Working in Europe. This activity is thought to be to work with a tool called Europass, and this is a web page in which we can do our CV and our language passport and other documents. With Europass, we want students and workers all over Europe to make their qualifications and skills clear to the rest of the member states of the European Union. So Europass have 5 documents, and we will fill in class 2 of the 5 documents, the CV and the language passport. We only have 1 hour, so we'll go to the computers room, and I will do a short explanation, and then they will have 20 minutes to fill in the CV online, and if they don't finish, they will do it at home and print it, and we will have other 20 minutes to fill in the language passport. As they may have some questions, I will answer these questions, and then they will finish the 2 documents at home, and then they will hand in to me the next day. The second activity that I have designed is called Job Interview. This activity is thought to be held in 2 sessions. In the first one, they will watch a video on YouTube, and this video lasts 13 minutes, and it will be stopped as many times as it may be necessary. Here we have some tips in this video to face a job interview and how to do it successfully. In this video also there are an example of a job interview with some mistakes and I will ask the students to identify the mistakes. The session will continue with talking about what we think about job interviews, how we should be dressed, and how to behave in a job interview. In the second session, students will have to represent in front of the class a job interview. As in my class, I have thought to be composed of 16 people. I will do eight groups of 2 people, so they will work in pairs and they will represent a job interview. They have more or less 5 minutes for each pair to represent the job interview. Finally, how will I assess this unit? It's a unit that I want to assess mostly by direct observation. They are expected to be motivated to get a job once they finish their studies, so I want them to be interested in these tools that we will give them. In order to mark the students, each activity will count 10%, a 30% will be marked by the language aspects, and a 10% the attitude and the assistance of the class. Okay, thank you.